Hi, folks. Welcome to my channel. I plan on broadcasting live to you. Well, not live because they won't let me until I get 1,000 subscribers. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell at the bottom of the screen, guys. You need to do that. Because what I'm doing here is I'm advocating for the disabled and the people who are on fixed incomes through no fault of our own. Now, there's another couple of fellas that are out here doing that too. And I'm going to give kudos where they go and where they belong. Uh, Blind to Billionaire, one that's Matt on there, he's doing a heck of a job. Good job, Matt. Keep it up. Keep going. Keep posting videos too, and keep hounding these senators this week, folks. This week is the most important time here, guys and girls. This is it. This goes through the CBO. This is the thing that's going to go through the budget, and it can go through budget reconciliation. And here's why: because unlike the minimum wage thing where they're wanting $15 an hour, and I don't blame them. By the way, I'm fully on board with a $15 minimum wage. Yep, it's got to be done. So yeah, I'm totally advocating for that too. But unfortunately, because it's not part of the federal budget, the parliamentarian of the Senate decided that of the Rules Committee decided that this wasn't the way to go here because it's not an actual part of the federal budget. On the other hand, Social Security is on the federal budget. I mean, they plan for it every year, don't they? Excuse me while I'm just making adjustments here. But anyway, they plan on this every year. They know what they're going to put into the Social Security accounts. They know what they're going to pay out every year. Now, Matt did some math for me on his little broadcast channel there, and he's doing a great job. Like I said, good job. Blind to Billionaire one. If you want, gotta follow him too because he's doing the same thing that I'm doing. I just started picking this up. I got to admit it. He's old hat at this. I'm a rookie, so give me a little bit of a break. I'm gonna talk a little fast. Sometimes I'm gonna hesitate a little bit, until I get my feet under myself here because this is all new to me. First off, like I said, get on the horn with your senators, with your congressmen, because they're going to have to put this bill back in the House. I hate to tell you, kids, it's going to take another week or two longer than people think, but eventually it's going to get done. And I think that what's going to happen is the Senate's going to have to take this bill up. They're going to have to move on without the $15 minimum wage, but they can include the Social Security fixes. Now, if you don't know about the Social Security fixes, those of you on SSI, SSDI, VA, RRS, and things like that, like Matt says too, I'm going to take his lead and I'm just going to call it Social Security. I'm going to go generic here with it the same way. Not generic in the sense that it means nothing, but just I'm going to generically call it Social Security to encompass everybody, to include everybody. So I hope that makes sense for you. Um, we really need the $200 per month raise, and by all means, it should definitely go beyond the end of 2021. The Republicans, guys and girls, are not going to go for this. I don't care what you tell them. I don't care what you say. And you even got some Democrats who are kind of a little bit sketchy on that. I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm afraid my constituents might throw a hissy fit, so I'm kind of hesitant on that. Although we promised you guys back in the last year before the election was really getting ramped up, and actually as it was getting ramped up, we were promising people $2,000 a month incomes, weren't we, Democrats? Hello. I In my description of this channel, I say to you, I do not support any candidate, and nor do I endorse them, and nor do I endorse any political party. What works is the party that's going to work for people. And unfortunately, you've got some people on one side who just don't want to work for anybody, and I don't have to tell you who those people are. We already know their names. And I will call out names as they are deserved. I'll also give people praise, and appropriately so when they deserve it. If they get a spine and they finally start working for the people, the real people in this country, a quarter of this country of which is on Social Security in some form or another, then that's what I'll call them out for in a good way. And if they don't want to work with us and they don't want to help these people, now I'm part of that list, mind you. I'm on SSDI as well because I am statutorily blind. Yes, I can see, but it's not very good. I cannot operate or drive a motor vehicle. As a matter of fact, when my vision did go bad finally, the person at the Department of Motor Vehicles basically said to me, I don't want you riding a bicycle, let alone driving next to me on the highway, okay? So there that goes. That's a long story, and that's part of my history, but that's something you'll learn about later down the line. I didn't want to just make this a meet and greet. I wanted to get into some substance, meat and potatoes here, because this is what I can say to you that might convey the message in a little different way. Maybe it'll get across in more of a living room. This is my house. This is your house. We're having a conversation. And I want to get it across to you when I do these videos that this is important. It's very, very, very important. I can't stress it enough because yes, it will cost money. Yes, maybe a wealth tax would be great. Even if you're talking about $2 on the hundred added into their taxes for the top billionaires in this country. Yes, that would be great. We could also talk about having our own backyard cleaned up first before we start worrying about cleaning up everybody else's around the world. Hint, hint, politicians. We don't need you giving Pakistan $10 billion to go peeing away on gender studies. Really? You don't know the difference between male and female by now? You might want to go look it up. And transgendered folks, that's not a slight to you. It's really not. It's just that you are deciding, well, you're not deciding, you are realizing that your gender identity is becoming different than what you were born with. So therefore, I respect and accept that. So please, transgendered folks, don't take me wrong. I'm also a member of the LGBTQ community, and I'm very proud of who I am. So thank you very much. But, I don't think you need to send $10 billion to Pakistan to decide, what's what. You either got one or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You either got an innie or an outie. I'm just trying to put it politically correct and politely. And I guess the gender assignment surgery can change those things for you, and great, fine. Like I said, I'm not opposed to y'all. You guys are great people too, and you deserve the same treatment and equal treatment under the law. And so I'm not going down the what's her name's role that put the there's only two genders sign on her door and to her political office in the Senate. I think her name was Green or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, well, the news is just flowing so badly these days, and no matter who you listen to, it's all a bunch of biased junk. Whether you watch CNN, whether you watch Fox, whether you watch Newsmax, whether you watch any America One or whatever, you watch any of these these news outlets or these media outlets, they're all just bias, bias, bias. But you do have to watch them because they do actually do talk about the issues of the day, the current issues of the day. So we do have to do that. Okay, I don't have a lot of time with this video, so I'm just going to make it short and sweet here for now. I'm going to say we need to hound our senators' kids. We need to really get on this and tell these people, pound it into them, tweet them, email them, call their offices, get on the phone, do something. If you're on disability or any form of Social Security for that matter, get on the ball. Get on board here. Hop on the train. Matt's doing a good job. I'm going to do the best I can for everybody, too. That's my vow. That's my commitment. That's my new mission in life, I suppose. And I'm motivated because I'm in that group, too, and I feel like I'm being unfairly left in abject poverty through no fault of my own. It's not my fault that I can't work. It's not my fault employers will not hire somebody who cannot produce at the same level as a well-sighted person can. It's not my fault that the Department of Motor Vehicles looks at me and says, we don't want you driving a bicycle, let alone driving a car. Okay? So, that adds into things. These things really need to be changed, and definitely a universal. Overall, I really do believe a universal income would solve a lot of the issues that are out there, and I'll talk more about that in my next upload. For now, have a great night. Happy Monday evening. We'll talk again maybe tomorrow, because news always breaks. So stick around.